Have you ever looked at your life and thought, I am smart, I am not lazy, I work hard sometimes. So why am I still stuck in the exact same place I was 2 years ago? Same bank account, same bad habits, same excuses, same Netflix queue. You are not stupid, you are not unlucky, but something is quietly eating your potential alive every single day, and you do not even see it happening because it feels completely normal. That is the trap. The things destroying you do not feel dangerous. They feel comfortable. They feel like rest. They feel like self-care. And that is exactly why they are winning. In this video, I am going to hand you 6 specific things you are doing every single day that are strangling your potential before it even gets a chance to breathe. And I need you to stay until point 6, because that one is not what you expect. And it will absolutely wreck the story you have been telling yourself about why your life looks the way it does. By the end of this video, you will never look at your daily routine the same way again. Let us get into it. The first thing killing your potential every day is the way you start your morning, which is basically handing your brain over to everyone else before you even brush your teeth. Picture this. Your alarm goes off. Before your feet even hit the floor, your hand is already on your phone. You are scrolling. Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp messages, someone else's highlight reel, someone else's drama, someone else's opinion about the world. And just like that, in the first 5 minutes of your day, you have already filled your brain with noise that has nothing to do with your goals, your life, or your future. Here is what is actually happening. Your brain in the morning is like freshly poured concrete, soft, open, ready to be shaped. And instead of writing something powerful into that concrete, you are letting every random person on the internet stomp through it with dirty boots. By the time you start your day, your mind is already anxious, distracted, and reacting to everyone else's world instead of building your own. Your morning is the most powerful real estate you own, and you are renting it out for free to strangers on the internet. Stop checking your phone for the first 30 minutes of your day. I do not care how uncomfortable it feels. Sit with your own brain for once. You might be surprised that it has something important to say. The second thing destroying you daily is what I call productive procrastination. And this one is sneaky because it actually feels like you are working. You clean your desk. You reorganize your folders. You make a new to-do list with color-coded categories. You research the perfect app to track your habits. You watch 3 more YouTube videos about productivity. You feel busy. You feel like you are preparing. But here is the savage truth. You are doing everything except the one hard thing that would actually move your life forward. Productive procrastination is just fear wearing a costume. Your brain knows that the real task, writing the business plan, sending the application, making the scary call, starting the thing, comes with a risk of failure. And your brain hates failure more than it loves success. So it gives you a consolation prize. It lets you feel productive without taking any real risk. Your brain is like a lawyer hired to protect your ego, and it is very, very good at its job. That folder reorganization is not going to change your life. The hard, uncomfortable, scary task you keep putting off is: do the real thing first. Do it ugly. Do it scared. Just do it. The third daily killer is decision fatigue, and you are burning through your best mental energy on decisions that do not matter at all. What should I eat for breakfast? What should I wear? Should I reply to this text now or later? Should I go to the gym in the morning or evening? Should I have oat milk or regular milk in my coffee? By noon, you have already made hundreds of tiny decisions, and every single decision drains a little bit of your mental battery. Then when it is time to make the real decisions, the ones about your career, your relationships, your goals, you have got nothing left. Your brain is exhausted. So you say, I will decide tomorrow. And tomorrow, the same thing happens. And suddenly, years go by and you are still deciding. The most successful people on the planet are not smarter than you. They just protect their mental energy like it is gold. They automate the small stuff, same morning routine, simple food prep, planned schedules, so that when it is time to do the work that actually matters, they are running at full power. Stop spending premium fuel on economy class decisions. Automate the small. Save the best of your brain for the things that will actually change your life. Let me stop here for a second, because I need to be real with you. I used to think I was the hardest worker in the room. I had the vision board. I had the journal. I had all the right podcasts downloaded. I told everyone around me about my big plans. And every night, I went to bed feeling like I had done something, but my life was not moving an inch. Month after month, same spot. And then one day someone looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You are addicted to the feeling of working, not to actually working." That one sentence hit me like a truck. Because it was true. I was performing effort. I was cosplaying ambition. And the 6 things I am telling you today, I was doing all of them every single day and calling it hustle. I was not hustling. I was hiding. And if any of this is hitting close to home, I need you to hear me. You are not lazy. You are just fighting with the wrong weapons. But that ends today. The 4th thing eating your potential alive every day is comparison, and in 2026, it has never been more deadly. You wake up. You see someone your age who just launched a business. You see someone younger who already has the body you want. You see someone with less talent somehow winning more than you. And something inside you shrinks. You feel behind. You feel like maybe you are just not built for success. Here is what comparison actually is. It is you watching someone else's movie and forgetting that you are in the middle of filming your own. You are seeing their final cut and comparing it to your behind-the-scenes mess. You do not see their 3 years of failure. You do not see their debt, their anxiety, their crying at 2 a.m. You see the highlight reel and use it as evidence that you are not enough. Comparison is not motivation. It is poison wearing a motivational quote as a disguise. Every second you spend measuring your life against someone else's is a second stolen from building your own. Delete the apps if you have to. Mute the accounts. Protect your vision like your life depends on it, because honestly, it does. But this next one is where most people completely fall apart, and almost nobody talks about it. The 5th thing destroying your potential daily is the slow, invisible death of your standards, and it happens so gradually that you do not even notice until you are completely numb. It starts small. You said you would wake up at 6, you wake up at 7. No big deal. You said you would go to the gym 4 times a week, you go twice, close enough. You said you would not complain anymore. You vent for 45 minutes at dinner, whatever. Each individual compromise feels tiny and harmless, but every time you break a promise to yourself, your brain files it. It updates your identity. It starts to believe that you are someone who does not follow through. And once your own brain stops believing in you, the game becomes 10 times harder. Low standards are not a relaxed lifestyle. Low standards are a slow betrayal of yourself, played out one tiny compromise at a time. Think about the last promise you broke to yourself. Not to someone else, to yourself. That moment is where your confidence started leaking out. Every time you negotiate with the standard you set, you are training your brain to treat your own word as optional. Your word to yourself has to become the most powerful contract in your life. When you say you are going to do something, you do it, not because someone is watching, but because your future self is always watching. And that person deserves better. Sound familiar? Because we are not done yet. The last one is the one most people are going to reject immediately, and that rejection is exactly the proof that they need it most. The sixth and final thing killing your potential every single day is comfort, specifically your daily addiction to it. You come home tired. You deserve rest. You deserve to relax. Nobody is arguing that. But there is a difference between recovering your energy and hiding inside comfort like it is a bunker. Every single evening, millions of people with real dreams and real talent choose the couch over the craft. They choose the show over the skill. They choose the scroll over the work. And they tell themselves they deserve it. And here is the thing. Maybe you do deserve rest. But does the version of you that you want to become deserve to stay locked inside you forever just because you were a little tired tonight? Comfort is not your friend. Comfort is your most polite enemy. It never yells at you. It never threatens you. It just slowly makes you okay with less and less, until one day you look around and realize the life you wanted is now just a memory of something you used to think was possible. Every legendary version of a person was built in the uncomfortable hours. Not the easy ones. The ones where they were tired and did it anyway. The ones where they had every excuse in the world and still showed up. Comfort never built anything worth having. Discomfort builds champions. So let us cut the nonsense and bring this all home right now. You are starting your mornings by handing your brain to strangers. You are doing fake busy work to avoid the real scary work. You are wasting your best mental energy on decisions that do not matter. You are measuring your life against someone else's highlight reel and calling yourself behind. You are silently lowering your own standards one tiny compromise at a time. And you are choosing comfort every night over the person you are desperately trying to become. None of these things are dramatic. None of them feel like disasters in the moment. That is what makes them so dangerous. Potential is not killed in one massive explosion. It is suffocated slowly, quietly, daily, by choices that feel completely reasonable. But here is the truth that I need to leave inside your chest like a fire alarm. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not unlucky. You are just armed with habits that were built for survival, not for greatness. And you have the power to change every single one of them starting tomorrow morning when your alarm goes off and your hand reaches for that phone. Put it down, sit up, take one breath, and choose, for the first time, or the 100th time, to be the person your potential has been waiting for. Your potential is not dead. It is just furious at you for making it wait this long. Stop making it wait. If you are done being average and you are ready to destroy the excuses that have been running your life on autopilot, click subscribe right now and let us build together every single week. No fluff, no fake positivity, just raw truth that actually moves the needle. And I want to know, drop it in the comments right now. Which one of these 6 just punched you hardest in the face? Was it the comfort trap? The comparison poison? Or are you sitting there realizing you have been performing productivity instead of actually doing the work? Tell me. Be honest. This is a safe space for savage honesty, and your comment might be the thing that wakes someone else up today. See you in the next one. Now go do the work.